How do I feel? I'm excited. I'm happy to be here with my family, my film family, everybody that's been a part of this journey. I'm really excited for this to be the beginning of the rest of the world to see what we've created, something that we've worked very hard. I'm excited. I think that tonight's an opportunity for everybody to kind of celebrate the fruits of the labors, their hard work. And also introduce something special, and during a real special time, Hispanic Heritage Month, I'm really excited that Shine is premiering and kind of leading the charge for Latinos around the country, and yeah, I think it's just a beautiful moment. I want everyone to have fun tonight and just enjoy themselves. So a couple of things. I want people to be entertained. I want people to suspend reality for an hour and a half and feel the love and the joy between the family members in this movie. I want them to enjoy the music, and then I want them to understand the message. Gentrification is it's a real theme right now. This isn't just make-believe for movies, and I want this movie to be a platform for conversation and provide a real perspective for people that are living in neighborhoods and that are dealing with the struggles of gentrification, that might be small business owners or tenants that are on the verge of not being able to stay there any longer. One of the important messages in this film is balance. We're not opposed to change, but there needs to be a balance and focus on the people, and it's about integrating the culture and having a respect for those that have lived there all those years. So that's one thing that I want people to take away. And then just an introduction to our culture. Those that don't know salsa, those that don't know Latinx, those of us that were born here but we speak Spanglish, English and Spanish, get a little taste of our world the way we see ourselves on screen. And that's really what I'm hoping people take away from when they watch Shine.
I play Junior, the younger brother in the film, and I'm pretty much one of the two brothers that wants to maintain the culture of the neighborhood. We're both salseros, so obviously the film revolves around big salsa dance numbers. As you know, the story's about two brothers on opposite sides of gentrification, so I feel like I bring the passion of the barrio to this role as Junior. So when I first read the script for Shine, I think what I connected with the most is that this character was full of heart. He refused to let go of what his father had created. And I think a lot of that is inside of me as I try to maintain my Mexican culture here in Hollywood. So I kind of resonated a lot. The character Junior is Puerto Rican, but I was able to pull from some of my own experiences as a Mexican American, and constantly trying to, constantly trying to bring that to the projects that I'm involved in. One of the things that helped me a lot about playing a Puerto Rican character is that I have danced with a lot of Puerto Rican artists and a lot of Puerto Rican dancers and choreographers, so I know the culture pretty well. I've spent some time in Puerto Rico. My very first concert was with Jennifer Lopez in Puerto Rico. So not only do I respect the Puerto Rican culture, but I'm familiar with it. This was a New Yorican story, so it was a little bit different than the island Puerto Rican, but Anthony Nardolillo, the director, he put me together with a nice group of people, all of the guys from the Success Shop in New York where Junior works at. They spent some time with me. They taught me a little bit of the language, taught me a little bit of New York. I grew up in Houston, so it's very different from both LA and New York, but I was able to study the people that I was around, so it made it a little bit easier.
I feel super excited to be part of this film. My role is of the role of Grisel. That is her name. I am in a relationship with Gilbert's character, who is Junior. And it's just so exciting. I feel very proud to be portraying a woman that I feel that everyone knows and has one of a Grisel in their life. And so it's super exciting that everyone will be able to watch that film and feel like, I know a girl just like her. And I love interpreting those kind of people. Man, our journey has been really long, but super worth it. I would not change it a bit. I feel like it's important for people to know our story. You don't really hear stories about films that, you only hear actually about stories that are filmed that have major backing behind them. They film in 2 months and then they're out in theaters the next year. I mean, our journey is something to talk about. It's been 10 years for a group of this cast. Me personally, it's been 5 years of just really hard work and believing and passion and faith that this would happen today. So we're just so excited that this day is here, and I couldn't have imagined it any better.
So I play the lead in the movie, Ralphi. I'm the older brother to Junior, and I am the studious one. I am the one trying to make a change in our community, but unfortunately, I'm back and forth with my family. So there is a uphill battle between me and my family the entire movie. So we use dancing to kind of unite us all. My experience being a part of Shine was amazing. It was my first time acting. I couldn't have asked for the best first time that I could have had. And I just thank all my cast members, my director for all the support. It was amazing. So my connection to the film was because of the culture. I am Puerto Rican, born in Puerto Rico. I had an opportunity to be a Puerto Rican actor and a salsero, two things that I obviously love to do. I started with salsa, and I got to do both of them in this movie, and it was a perfect combination. I think for the people to expect in Shine is one, family, music, dancing, excitement, love. It's just gonna jam-pack with all of that.
In the movie Shine, I played Josie, and my character is the love interest of one of the men who leave the neighborhood after a tragedy in his adolescence. He leaves me, he's my high school sweetheart, and I go on to take over the family business and try and keep his father's legacy alive. I think it's a movie about culture, about community. It tells us a lot about gentrification in our neighborhoods is not just about development and change. We're also taking away people's past. We as a people, a Latino people, have contributed a lot to the United States and to New York, and specifically in Spanish Harlem, the Puerto Rican community gave a lot in terms of culture, in terms of dance, and we want to make sure that that's never forgotten. What connected me to the script was the authenticity of the movie. First and foremost, we made sure we represented salsa dancing authentically. We brought in all of the best and top salsa dancers around the world together to create this movie, to do the choreography. We also made sure the story was accurate. It's not just about some dancers trying to win a trophy. It's about us living our lives within the Latino community, trying to make a difference as artists. And for me, the storyline had me from the first page.